Um, I think that there's I think people have a problem. It's a growing pains of a prevailing culture, like whatever it is. If it's hip hop, it's graffiti. If it's street art, if it's underground comics, whatever it may be, they always have growing pains once it becomes more into popular mainstream culture. And I think now, because everything's so heightened, because you've got all sorts of media being thrown at you all the time, I think street art in particular has taken a lot of beatings and a lot of it's had a little bit of a. I feel like there has been a lot of as you've got hate mail for certain things. It's just there seems to be, I guess, easier access for criticism maybe now with this art form in particular.
There was criticism from graffiti artists from the first day,
right?
Because they didn't get they felt, and rightly so, that they had been doing all of this art without any recognition, and then suddenly a street artist gets put on our blog, and then a week later they're in a gallery show with no track record or no history. And graffiti has a very structured, you don't go to here automatically. You get it's a very structured world, and street art had none of that. And Sarah and I had to really work hard to try to meet graffiti artists that would be a bridge for us, and it still is very, very difficult with some people, because they see street art as a fast track to a commercial success that they couldn't do in their entire life. They couldn't achieve they couldn't achieve in 15 years what a street artist could achieve in 5 months.
Well, and Mark, you mentioned this a minute ago when we went to speak at the Tate Modern. One of the first things we said is that it's a crime that you're having a street art show without having a graffiti show first.
Or there's no art in the fucking Tate Modern. So they didn't even bring any art. We were ephemeral. We would leave and come, and we were showing slides. They wouldn't even bring any art into the museum. Now they probably would. But back then it was like we were completely used, and there was a Nissan thing that they throw on
we're
us.
Good friends with JR, and he told us a funny story that they called him after a month saying, you need to come back and repair your piece because the weather is making it come down. And he was like,
it's like,
of
that's
course,
the point of
that's
the piece.
what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think, we all change, I mean, if we don't change, that's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. So street art's going to change. We're all going to change. That doesn't,
yeah.
We can't be so possessive of everything.